Hello and welcome to our 2022-2023 athletic parent meeting. I'm Kevin Roberts. I serve St. Dominic as the athletic director. Before we begin our presentation, just some key people that you need to know and recognize. First off, Miss Sarah Summers, who is the athletic assistant. If you have any questions about athletics, you can always contact the athletic office and talk to Sarah. Mr. Nathan Tock, who is our Dean of Students, but also serves as an admin event supervisor. Mr. Ed Crenshaw, who will be serving as an admin event supervisor this year as well. And our certified athletic trainer, Ms. Ruth Young. Standards of eligibility. There are two of them. First, there should be no failing grades and no significant conduct issues. This will be measured throughout the semester. Mid-semester grades could impact your eligibility. So the criteria for ineligibility would be a failing grade in any course or two classes with unsatisfactory conduct. If either of these occur, the student athlete will be placed on academic probation. Academic probation is a 2-week suspension from all games. The student athlete may practice, however, that will be at the coach's discretion, and there will be no early dismissals to attend away contests. Parents and athletes will be notified after mid-semester grades are posted if they fall into academic probation. After 2 weeks, the grades will be reevaluated, and it will be the athletic director's discretion whether or not to reinstate eligibility. Parent expectations. Parents, St. Dominic Athletics plays a vital role in encouraging physical, social, and emotional growth of our student athletes. It is therefore essential for our parents to be an example of positivity when in attendance at contests, to embrace the values of sportsmanship and character development. It is also the parent's responsibility to help your child grow. If there's an issue with a coach or playing time, please have your son or daughter contact the coach to help build that relationship. Also, I encourage parents to be purpose-driven, not goal-driven. One of my favorite sayings is that after your son's or daughter's game, please tell them you love watching them play. And team rules will be discussed at the team meeting of each individual sport. The athletic handbook, some key points, just the chain of communication. As I said previously, if there are issues, please have your son or daughter contact the coach to try and work it out. If that issue cannot be resolved, that is when the parent can step in, and then there should be a meeting that is set up with the athlete, coach, and parent. Finally, if the issue is still not resolved, the athlete, coach, parent, and the athletic director can meet. One of my favorite sayings is that teams are destroyed around the dinner table. There will be issues that occur throughout the year, but I encourage you as parents to discuss those behind closed doors and not in front of your children. Also, we do have a 24-hour rule. Please do not contact a coach about playing time or address them as they're walking off a field or a court. Wait 24 hours, and if something is still, if there are issues, please feel free to contact them. So we've talked about parent expectations. The St. Dominic Athletic Association provides funds and items to our student athletes that cannot be purchased through our general athletic budget. If you'd like more information on the Athletic Association, there's a Google form within the email that you can fill out to receive updates on meetings and events. The SDAA raises funds primarily through concession sales, sponsorships for tournaments, spiritware sales, and plus we have 5 big events that we put on throughout the year. First one is a cornhole tournament, which is August 13th, the Crusader Golf Classic, which is September 14th, the St. Charles Oktoberfest Beer Booth, which is September 23rd through the 25th, the St. Dominic Chick-fil-A Christmas Basketball Tournament, which is December 27th through the 29th, and the St. Dominic Stefanina's Mouse Races. As I indicated, the SDAA provides items that cannot be purchased through the general athletic budget. Here are some examples of those items. and they are doing so much more throughout the year. In total, we have raised close to $750,000 that the SDAA has given back to St. Dominic High School athletes. Our SDAA members include Pat Mulvaney, the president, Jeff Smith, our treasurer, Bryant Summers, our vice president, John Ledoux, the secretary, Teresa Holliday, concessions coordinator, and Kelly Lynch, the spirit wear coordinator. Student athlete expectations. First and foremost, our student athletes are students first. What they have to realize too is that from here on out, they represent St. Dominic at all times, whether in school or out of school. We expect our student athletes to communicate to our coaches, to teachers, and to parents. And finally, win or lose, we will treat everyone with respect and show good sportsmanship. A couple things for the parents: please stay connected. If you do not have Twitter, I encourage you to get it. You can get all our updates and cancellations and everything through Twitter. Also, schedule changes are on Arbiter Live. We do not have physical schedules anymore, so any time changes, date changes will be updated on Arbiter, so make sure you get an Arbiter account. Also, we will provide transportation to and from most games. The coaches will communicate that to you on what games we will provide transportation to. We do have an athletic fee of $125, and there will be no games played by the student athlete until that is paid. That link is in the email. Another link that's in the email is our athletic passes. Prices will vary, but they are a very good deal, especially if you're going to come to fall, winter, and spring contests. Please note, as I said, we will provide transportation. If you do have to drive your student athlete to any games, please communicate that to the coach and to the athletic department. Athletic fees, as we said, please make sure those are paid. They are per sport, per season, per athlete. So make sure those are paid. And finally, the team rules of all the individual sports will be held at the meeting of all levels. I encourage you to get involved. We do have a concession stand and gate workers assignment. If your child's sport does have gate workers, you will be asked to work at some point throughout the season. Also, we will have all our student athletes' parents work a concession stand assignment. Every sport at all levels will have a parent captain. They are responsible for coordinating bus foods and other events that the sport has at that certain level. And then please get involved in the SDAA. We meet once a month, and then we put on events and organize events for fundraisers. All the money in the SDAA goes back to our student athletes at St. Dominic.